Sat Nam, and welcome to this first ever Meditation Monday. I'm really excited that you're here. This channel is all about Kundalini Yoga and meditation, which I am a teacher of, and I'm really excited to share that practice with you. It took me a long time before I fully dived into Kundalini Yoga. Oh, hi George, are you joining us today? George likes Kundalini too. Sit down or go outside? Which one? We'll go outside? Okay. Now that George is outside, we can get back to business. So Kundalini Yoga is an ancient form of yoga and a technology that raises your awareness. So one of the things that we're constantly battling is this ego versus intuition, this kind of fear-based way of thinking and feeling that our ego puts us in versus our soul wisdom and our soul voice, which is our intuition. And we're kind of battling those back and forth. And a lot of people are living in the ego because we live in an ego-driven world, a world that is very consumed with what we can do, with what we have, and with what we know. And we build this image of ourselves up based on those three things and how they compare to other people. So we think and we feel worthy when we have more or can do more or know more than other people. And so we're constantly in this state where we're battling our peers. And when we tune into our intuition, that wisdom of our soul, we realize that we're all humans having this human experience, but we're all the same. And there's an inherent sense of worthiness that comes from the realization that we are all alike. And there's this beautiful self-worth that comes out of that versus this self-image that's ego-based, that is all about other people lacking. It's a comparative way of thinking. And so Kundalini Yoga helps us access that intuitive voice, that soul wisdom, that inner truth. So Kundalini is really an experience of yourself and your truest self. It's detaching from that self-image that we have and that we're attached to in our brain and in our mind, and getting down deep to what our purpose is, what we know exists within us, which is love and happiness, because happiness is your birthright. You were born here to be happy. You are not born to struggle and to suffer. Yes, challenges, obstacles, those are all parts of life, absolutely, and we all have them. But the goal is to find the meaning, to find the lesson in those things, and then take that so that we can evolve and be better versions of ourselves. That's why we're here on this earth, is to come and to evolve and to be better at a soul level by using our natural talents, our natural gifts, and how we get to know what those are, because you might be sitting there looking at the screen thinking, Abby, I do not know what my gifts are. I do not know what my talents are. I don't feel like I'm talented at anything. You are. You have a unique voice, a unique offering, a unique gift to offer this world that nobody else can. Truly, that is 1,000% true. There is this wisdom within you that cannot leave you, it cannot abandon you, you will never forget it. It is there for eternity. And Kundalini gives you an experience of that purest form of yourself, that true self, that intuition, the soul, whatever you want to call it. It's an experience of you without your mind being involved. So Kundalini is a really scientific practice, and it works with the glandular system, the nervous system, the adrenals, and it detoxifies the body, it cleanses the blood, it purifies our entire system in the actual physical body. So it detoxes the liver, it can improve circulation, it clears out the lungs, it changes the gray matter in our brain, it shrinks the size of our amygdala, which is our emotional thermostat. So whenever you're feeling like really angry, really sad, the amygdala kind of flares up, and it forces us to have more negative responses to activities and events in our lives. And Kundalini Yoga and meditation regulates that amygdala. It can actually shrink it so that the amygdala stays more focused on the present and less reactive. So it makes us able to be aware and observe the things that happen in our lives and the thoughts and beliefs and patterns that happen in our mind. But instead of reacting to every little thing, it allows us to observe it, keep what we want and what serves us, and then detach and let go of the rest. So it's that digestive system for the mind. I joke about that and I talk about that a lot, about how Kundalini is the mind's digestive system. We are taking in so much every single day, and we're filling our minds with content and interactions and social media and just a lot of knowledge and a lot of technology. And it's not that any of those things are bad, but we have to take time to process and let go, or we're stuffing our minds so full that we're eventually getting sick and our minds, and it's giving us that excess worry, that excess fear, and this helps to wipe the slate clean and to clear that out so that we can move on and feel more balanced in our life. And these practices are tools that you can come back to time and time again that I recommend doing daily that really help to wipe that slate clean every single day. It's not just about sitting down and doing this one time. It's about making this a daily practice, or in Kundalini, as we call it, a daily sadhana. So, something that you'll hear me say often in these videos is Satnam. Satnam is our seed or bij mantra in Kundalini Yoga, and it means I am truth, or truth is my identity. And we say Satnam to greet each other. We say it a lot during class. We say it at the end of class. And it's us recognizing that we are truth, and we recognize that truth in everybody around us. So it's that we are all the same, we are all human beings moment, and acknowledgement of that. So it's really a reminder of our intention of why we sit down and practice every single day. So I could not be more excited to be here and talk to you guys about Kundalini Yoga. It single-handedly changed my life, changed my fear story. I was somebody that suffered from really debilitating anxiety disorders. Without Kundalini Yoga, I would not be the person that I am today, and I feel so compelled to teach people this technology so that you can find happiness and joy in your life, because you don't have to live the fear-based story that you keep telling yourself. You are worthy, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are love and light and joy, and if you don't feel that, keep coming back and practicing with me every Monday. So I'm so excited to get into this very first meditation together. One thing we always do before every single Kundalini meditation or yoga set is we tune in. Now, tuning in sets the stage for our practice. So it really gives us a safe place to practice. With all of the things that are happening in our lives, it's hard to just say, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to meditate, and just automatically go into it and feel good and feel like, you're doing good things. So by tuning in, it sets the stage. So it gives us a focus, it gives us an intention, it gives us a space that says, okay, I tuned in, now I'm going to meditate, I'm here to show up and do this for myself. And what's really cool about Kundalini Yoga and about the meditations I'm going to teach you are they take 3 minutes. Kundalini is so powerful, it's so impactful, it's so potent, and it works very quickly. It's a different form of meditation, and because it works on our physical body, on our mind, on our energetic body, and all our chakras, and unlocking energetic pathways in our body, it works quickly. So you are going to see instant results from this. But don't let that fool you. Keep practicing. Do this meditation every single day until you come back here, and then do the next meditation that I teach you next Monday for a week. And if you find a practice that really resonates with you, do it for 40 days. I also run a few different meditation programs and Kundalini camps that I will have linked below if you ever want to dive in more into this practice and learn a little bit more about Kundalini and about your practice. So let's tune in. We use the Adi mantra Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, and we chant it 3 times to tune us in to our practice. We do it every single time. You can tune in faster, you can simply say it, you can tune in longer. You do whatever feels right to you before your practice, but every time that you do a meditation in the Kundalini practice and tradition, you want to make sure that you tune in. So let's go ahead and get started. So eyes closed, look to the third eye point, rub the palms together, just activating the nadis and nerve endings in the hands, and then bring your hands to heart center, thumbs pressed gently into the sternum. Big inhale through the nose, belly expands, holding the breath at the top, grounding yourself in this moment right here, in this time for us to practice together, holding that breath, and big exhale through the nose, and we'll inhale to tune in 3 times with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale through the nose, belly expands, bringing all that new oxygen into the lungs, into the diaphragm, filling the belly up with air, holding the breath at the top, bringing in gratitude for this practice we're about to do together. And big exhale through the nose. can relax the hands down into your lap, and we'll get into today's meditation. So the meditation that we're going to do today is called the meditation for the lower triangle. So this is a meditation that works directly with the kidneys and with the adrenals. It also works with the heart and with the entire body to reduce the effects of long-term stress. I thought this was a really good one to start out with because so many of us have been plagued by excess stress and fear through so much of our life that we feel those physical symptoms. We feel the heart palpitating, we feel the racing heart, we feel the nausea or the heartburn or the indigestion or the shaky feeling or the headaches, whatever it might be. Many of us have experienced physical symptoms of anxiety. So this meditation specifically helps to reverse the effects that long-term stress has had on the body, heal any problems that we have with our kidneys and our adrenals, and then it balances the heart center and the heart chakra. So bring your hands up, the thumb crosses onto the palm, resting on the mound just below your pinky finger. You're gonna bring your right arm up right next to your ear so that it's hugging your ear, and then your left arm goes out to about 60 degrees. Your fingers are separated. When you're in this position, your eyes are going to be 1/10 the way open, so slightly open, and you're looking down like as if you were looking at the tip of your upper lip, okay? That's a little bit harder to do, so if your eyes flutter open and closed, or if you need to close them and take a little break, that's okay too. And then the breath is just long, deep breathing. As you get deeper into this meditation, the breath will naturally lengthen. So just let that happen, okay? So go ahead and get in the position, fingers separated, thumbs on the mounds of the pinkies across the palm, right arm by the ear, left arm out at 60 degrees. We're here doing long, deep breathing for 3 minutes. Eyes 1/10 the way open, looking down towards the upper lip. Belly expands on the inhale, navel contracts on the exhale. Big inhale through the nose, hold the posture, hold the breath. Exhale, release the arms down, hands come into your lap, eyes gently close, focusing on the point between the brows, the third eye point. Noticing any sensations in your body, any in your mind, any emotions that come up for you. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. I don't know about you guys, but that one always makes me sweat. I know from the long-term effects that stress has had on my body. Every time I do that meditation, I start to sweat like right at the back of my neck. So many different sensations happen when you're practicing Kundalini Yoga, so I want to go over that just to end this video today. So hot sensations, cold sensations, sweating, feeling tingling or numbing anywhere in your body. Also feeling a little nausea is sometimes really normal in Kundalini Yoga. There are so many detox symptoms. If you look up detoxing from literally anything, whether that's sugar or caffeine or drugs and alcohol, there are symptoms of detoxification. And because we're doing work on our energetic body and our physical body with this practice, you are likely to have detox symptoms. Now, I don't mean like the night sweats or the shakes. I just mean it's normal for you to have a slight uncomfortable feeling when you're practicing Kundalini Yoga, especially when you're holding your arms up and you're doing longer practices. It's really normal for you to have especially emotional responses. So if you get mad or angry or frustrated or disappointed, those are all really normal. And when you experience those sensations, either emotionally or physically, that means it's working. So don't stop doing it. That is when the magic is really happening. So keep going, keep pushing, keep doing it. Challenge yourself to hold your arms up even when you think you cannot do it. And if this was especially challenging for you, keep doing it. It means that you need it. Hold on to it, keep doing it, do it every single day, revisit this video. And that is our meditation practice today. You learned so much. I know I dropped a lot of content and a lot of information, but since this is our first ever Meditation Monday, I wanted to make sure that you knew what we do here, what Kundalini is, how it works, the things that you're gonna hear often, the tuning in, and the sensations, because those are all really important parts of this practice. If you have any other questions, I will have my email below. Always reach out to me. I love talking about Kundalini Yoga. I would love to hear your experience with it. Seriously, sharing this practice makes me so happy and fulfills me at such a deep level, which is why I decided to start this channel. And if you want to check out some of my other programs and offerings that I have, my website will always be linked down below. I'm currently taking applications for Camp Kundalini, which starts in January of 2020. We start on January 5th, and it's a deep dive into Kundalini Yoga and meditation and other tools and practices that help you move from fear into love. George has joined us for this last bit. He loves Kundalini Yoga too. He literally always comes and hangs out with me when I do it. Dogs can sense energy. Isla loves it too, my 11-month-old, almost 1-year-old, which is so crazy. Anyway, Camp Kundalini applications are open. It's a 40-day virtual retreat for anxiety relief. So it's a deep dive into Kundalini Yoga and meditation, and then we also do a lot of other practices, and I give you a lot of other tools. We do a lot of mindset work. There are creative workshops. There's one-on-one and group coaching. There's some homework assignments. It's a lot of structure paired with Kundalini Yoga and all those other practices I just talked about and coaching. So there's a lot of good stuff in that camp. We start January 5th. Applications are open, so if you want to talk about your story, about what you struggled with, see if it's a good fit for you, I will have the link below. So I love you guys so much. Seriously, I love you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you coming with an open mind and an open heart and trying something new, or if you've done Kundalini before, continuing your practice. It's such an amazing thing that you're doing for yourself. So I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys next Monday. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, George. Mwah.